Saraki CCT victory, Nigerian senators react. Senator Bukola Saraki has won a major victory at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT. The Senate president was cleared of all charges at the tribunal on Wednesday, June 14. Many Nigerians have reacted. Some lawmakers have called Saraki's triumph as CCT, a victory for democracy. The Code of Conduct Tribunal dismissed the case of false asset declaration against Nigeria's Senate President, Bukola Saraki today, June 14. Saraki made a no-case submission on May 4, after the prosecution closed its case. Bukola Saraki was accused by EFCC of not declaring some of his assets at the Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB. Don Ladi Amar, the tribunal chairman, in his ruling said the prosecution had failed to successfully prove its allegations. Nigerian had reported some months ago that attempt by the Senate President Bukola Saraki to stop his trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, met a brick wall as the Court of Appeal dismissed his application. Saraki CCT triumph has been termed a victory for democracy. A five-man panel of the Court of Appeal in Abuja said his trial should continue. In an unanimous decision read by Justice Abdullah Baki, the five-man panel ruled that the appeal lacked merit and thus totally dismissed. The Ekiti State Governor, Adelphaios, has described the victory of the Senate President Bukola at the Code of Conduct Tribunal as another victory of Nigerians over tyranny. Punch reports that the governor said he was happy that he predicted that the CCT will absolve Saraki in his predictions made in December 2016, and it has come to pass. Nigerian gathered that Fayos, who spoke through his special assistant on public communications and new media, Lirole Inca, on Wednesday, June 14, said the judgment was another lesson for the President Muhammadu Buhari-led All Progressives Congress federal government that criminal cases are not won on the pages of newspapers. He drew the attention of Nigerians to number 8 of his 22 predictions for the year 2017. He said, "I said it categorically that the Code of Conduct Tribunal will absolve Senate President Bukola Saraki, and today, the prediction came to pass." The governor congratulated Saraki, urging him to see the victory as a challenge to him and the entire members of the National Assembly to always stand up to defend the rule of law and fundamental rights of Nigerians. Bala Ibn Nala, the deputy leader of the Senate, said the victory of Senate President Bukola Saraki at the Code of Conduct Tribunal, CCT, was victory for democracy. He told the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja it was obvious that the case against Mr. Saraki was only a distraction to governance. The CCT on Wednesday ruled that Mr. Saraki had no case to answer in the 18-count charge against him over allegations of false declaration of asset. The case was diversionary and unhelpful to the government of the day, and now, he has been vindicated. Those who erroneously believed that they can mislead the government into doing a wrong thing should know that they have not been helpful to the government, he said. Similarly, the chief whip of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, said that the judgment indicated that the judiciary was independent. According to him, what this portends for a democracy is that there is rule of law and that the judiciary is independent. It shows that the judiciary does not act based on what the executive wants or based on what the legislature wants. Everybody goes to court to make a case. If you make your case, you win. If you don't, you lose. In this case, the federal government failed to make its case and it has lost. The case went to court. If he had been found guilty, the moral burden will be on him to go to the Court of Appeal or to resign from the office, but now he has won and the case is closed, Mr. Adi said. The lawmaker said that with the judgment, Mr. Saraki would settle fully to legislative activities, observing that the case exerted much pressure on him. Bukola Ibrahim, APC Yobe, congratulated the Senate President for the victory, and said that it was success for the justice system in the country. It's my pleasure as a Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and an admirer of the President of the Senate to congratulate him over his success in the CCT case. It is success for justice and rule. It is not about Saraki, but it is about justice for rule of law. Judgment has now been passed for future cases, he said.